Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aquarius. How are you guys? The card wants to come out. I see options and opportunities. Yeah, someone's got a couple opportunities, procrastinating. Should I or shouldn't I? Someone comparing one opportunity possibly to another. We have someone here who now this often shows someone putting on the brakes, taking another look. And it does look like it's possible, but often this is just somebody here determined to succeed, determined to make a decision. So, yeah, but it definitely looks like someone's, taking another look. Should I or shouldn't I? It has to do with taking control, taking the lead. Yeah, so someone being a little careful what they wish for. Someone's being a little cautious. Yeah, we have someone here wanting to initiate a conversation. It's somebody reaching out and initiating. Yeah. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, so we have this choice. So this is about going down a path. It's obviously someone's making a choice, but it has to do with someone wanting to initiate a conversation, but they're being cautious. Okay? Being a little careful what they wish for. Might not get what they want because there's opportunity. So let's have a look at this Seven of Cups. There's often someone fantasizing too, They see opportunity. Yeah, we got someone in their feelings here. This is someone in their feels, so there's opportunity. This is someone who's definitely open. This is a person who's emotionally available and often open. Someone might be sitting there, just waiting. Yeah, we got two people here, so it looks like we have two people maybe even doing the same thing. But I feel like this is someone choosing. There's a choice. I do see a friendship. This could be a friendship where someone wants to reach out. Should I or shouldn't I? But like I say, I do see this kindness, compassion, maybe even some forgiveness. But like I say, there's opportunity. So that's why I feel someone here is seeing an opportunity and they're looking at it. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Chariot. Yeah, this is someone thinking it through. See, choosing their battles. This is about not rushing in. Someone's being cautious. They're thinking it through. Yeah, because it has to do with someone who may have rushed in and changed their mind, and now they're taking another look. It has to do with a conversation or two people connecting. And I mean, it looks like someone's just like, should I or shouldn't I reach out? Should I communicate? Tell me about the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so it's a person taking a little pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Seeing things from a different perspective. It could be someone often just putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Because it's someone who wants to reach out, but they're kind of, thinking it through, choosing their battles, Yeah. But it is somebody who wants to take decisive action. And I feel, because it looks like someone's already initiated, because they see an opportunity to initiate. So now it's about two people coming together. And it could be a choice between two. I wouldn't be surprised. But let's have a look at this initiate. Yeah. So it's about this other person coming in. They want to reach out. But it's about taking this to the next level. Two people coming together, going down this path. So, I mean, it's possible someone here is just choosing between two and making a decision. But it's saying to think it through if it's yourself, Aquarius. Think it through, okay? But, I mean, that Chariot's telling me somebody here is either putting on the brakes, taking another look, or they're going in another direction. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Yeah. So this is somebody here has let go of some baggage. But I don't know if it's someone who feels responsible. So when something's bothering someone here, see, something's bothering someone. It could be someone putting on the brakes, taking a look. Someone here feels responsible. But it has to do with whether someone's reliable too. See, this is why. It has to do with someone being open. Yeah, someone's bothering someone. They're thinking it through, choosing their battles. But like I say, it's just something weighing heavily on someone. But they're letting it go. Why? Because the sun starts to shine. That's what the Ten of Wands is. The sun starts to shine once that, see, it's a cycle energy. Yeah, someone's just letting something go here. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. You know, this is someone wanting the cup. They want this cup. They're waiting. There's opportunity. They're waiting to receive. They've already initiated. Now they're waiting to receive. But this is also someone choosing their battles. I mean, it could be somebody not wanting to bother somebody right now. And often that's what it is. Because it's often someone who doesn't want to bother somebody with their problems or their burdens. You know? But yeah, it could be something's bothering someone, but I feel like what they want is just this offer, this opportunity. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so it's the Empress. This is just somebody with no baggage. Nice. They've released all their baggage. It's someone who's healed. They're over something, whatever it may be. It's two people come apart. Now it's two people coming together. We have a person wanting to ask someone out. So it is about this person coming in, being reliable, because it has to do with whether someone's reliable. Yeah. It has to do with this person putting in effort too. They want to build. This person wants to build. They want to put effort in. See, it's going on a date, putting in effort. It could be why two people come apart or didn't come together, because somebody went on a date but didn't put any effort in. So I feel that for up here. But yeah, and it could be someone finding out that it's bothering someone, you know, that they didn't put any effort in. They just kind of, so now we have this choice, because it looks like we have someone who's now waiting for this other opportunity, because there's opportunities. See, the Empress often has opportunities, especially when they let people know they're open and available. That's what it is. Let's have a look at the Two of Wands. Yeah, somebody just being grounded and gracious. Somebody focused on work, just doing their own thing. Yeah, but it's about initiating. See, this is somebody who may have initiated. It may have had to do with work. I wouldn't be surprised. But I feel like this is just someone sitting here, you know, and it's coming from the Empress energy, unless this is another person. Someone comparing someone to someone else. But let's have a look. This is often someone looking at someone, checking them out, maybe feeling something's bothering them. You see, someone who kind of acts like they're not interested, or they're just focused on other things. So it's like somebody wants to reach out, but they don't want to bother somebody if they're working. And that's, I mean, just simple stuff. But it looks like this is something that's maybe happened once or twice. Let's have a look at this Hanged Man. This is someone taking a break. See, this is someone just taking a little break. I feel it's having a break, a time out. I feel, I mean, I definitely can see that this person, this is someone stable too. This Queen of Pentacles is stable. So if somebody has a choice between two, I wouldn't be surprised this is someone made a choice and it didn't go anywhere. And we have an Empress that's open, because it is about whether someone's reliable and whether someone actually pulls their weight. But it's about reliability and dependability. I get it. Yeah, because it has to do with somebody who works. So we have someone who's taking a little break here, a much needed rest. Someone's pinned down by their thoughts and thinking. This is the person with, this could probably be yourself, just taking a little break, just kind of thinking. Just clearing your head. Yeah, a little time in between. Someone's taking a break. I feel from dating. Now this is somebody who's open and available. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, and I do think it's a person coming in to ask someone out they want to build. But I feel what's happened is like another person didn't put any effort in, and they weren't reliable. So this is when someone isn't reliable or dependable, the Empress is open for other options. So that's what's happening. Now we have a person here. Yeah, so now we have this Emperor. Yeah, see, this is someone leveling up. See, it's about two people coming together. It doesn't go anywhere because they're not reliable. Now we have these two people coming together. This is an Emperor here. This is someone who wants to build. They're going to be coming in and asking. I mean, it's the Queen of Pentacles, but it could be yourself if you are in this energy of kind of working. See, at a crossroads, crossing paths. but just kind of sitting there. This is someone who's at a crossroads in their life. They're at a time in their life. It's about, I don't know, maybe taking a trip, a vacation, time out from work. Someone definitely could use a break. I see that. I see a lot of work. But it has to do with somebody. This is, I mean, emperors are often people who don't bother other people with their problems. Because it's about perspective, because they don't like to be bothered with other people's problems. That's what I kind of feel. So it's like putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person would feel. But this is somebody who wants to take some decisive action here. Tell me about this emperor. Who is this person and what they want to build? It's about putting in effort. But it's about, I don't know, somebody maybe at work, calling them at work, reaching out. But it's definitely, I mean, it's definitely something that's bothering someone here. Like they just want to get it off their chest. Let's have a look at the emperor. Who's the emperor? Yeah, so someone who feels they missed an opportunity. They may be ignoring someone or rejecting them, but it's someone who feels they missed an opportunity. So why? Why did this, I mean, it could be someone who failed to recognize there was actually an opportunity here. Because this is someone who sometimes acts aloof, like they're not that interested. Like it's crossing paths and not going anywhere. But it is about going the distance. See, somebody here, I don't know if it's somebody from a distance or what, but I do see a break, time out. Often I see vacation. See, it's a person being cautious, 9 of Cups, but it's getting the cup filled, 10 of Cups. This is someone who didn't give somebody what they wanted, or they didn't follow through, or they weren't reliable. So now this person's open. This person feels they missed an opportunity. Yeah, they rejected someone or ignored them. And it's bothering this person, but I feel they're over it. I do. They've let it go. It's baggage. They've let it go. The Empress doesn't hold on to that. The Empress lets it go. That's why I feel. Now we have another person coming in. Yeah, this is someone who wants to be happy. See, they let go of their baggage. They're happy. They're emotionally fulfilled, but it's someone getting themselves out there after a time out. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, there it is. It's all about why. See that little aha moment? This is why somebody is kind of acting aloof, or maybe why they rejected or just ignored this person. The Empress wants people to be reliable. This person's open to people who are reliable, but if they aren't reliable or they don't pull their weight, even if it's in the workplace, whatever, they just put themselves out there for other options and opportunities. So pretty interesting. Yeah, this is someone finding out truth. Someone is single. They take care of themselves. Someone who's independent. So it could be an Aquarius masculine or feminine here. There's not a lot of Aquarius energy, just some of these swords here. But that's why I say waiting for things to kind of calm down, taking a break from work, a trip, vacation. I feel someone's thinking about that, or somebody is telling someone this, because I do see travel. Or someone traveling for work, but somebody can work while they travel. Interesting. This is someone, I feel, the Emperor is someone who makes things happen, but it has to do with whether this person's going to reject them, you know, thanks but no thanks, or whether they're going to have a victory, but they know a truth, enlightenment. This is someone single. This is also someone who's single too. It's the Emperor and Empress. But what happened? It's like almost like something happened between these people, as in this person may have ignored them, or this is somebody thinking they're going to get rejected. What is this Emperor's intentions? Yeah, something about to speak truth, to speak the truth about why they ignored someone or rejected them, or why they feel they missed an opportunity. I think that somebody may have chose somebody else, compared one to the other, but what this person didn't see was the Empress energy, that's for sure. So they missed an opportunity. Yeah, see, it's about why. It has to do with they felt, I think the truth is they felt this is somebody who wasn't really that interested. But this is company, companionship. See, it's about friends. This is sometimes someone friends first. And I think this is someone who kind of like, do they just want to be friends or they want something more? But it's often an energy of someone acts like they're not interested. This is someone who felt the other person wasn't interested. I feel they were. Oh my gosh. Tell me more about this Emperor energy. Because it is about truth. And it could be why, if there was a rejection, why? Maybe they weren't single. Or were they? This is another thing. I feel they are. It looks like single, but let's have a look at the King of Swords. What is this King of Swords truth? What do they want to say? Yeah, it's an energy of this spark, this attraction, this desire, this passion in beginning. See, it's about the one. I think we have someone who chose somebody else and it didn't go anywhere. And this is always the one. But they felt the other person wasn't interested. They weren't interested, or they were already invested in someone else. Options and opportunities. Tell me more about this Emperor. This is interesting. We'll do the Empress next. Let's have a look at the Emperor. What does this Emperor want? Yeah, they want love. But it's about choosing the one. See, spark, chemistry, some sort of attraction. I don't know if this is someone maybe felt the other person wasn't interested or didn't find them attractive, or, I mean, I'm not seeing any insecurities. This is someone just going to come in and tell the truth and say it like it is. And they've learned something too. There's things been learned. Let's have a look at the Empress. Why is the Empress here? This is someone busy, multiple opportunities coming in. This is someone happy, positive energy coming in. But this is also someone who's been there, done that. See, people who aren't reliable. Because it has to do with somebody. I mean, the Empress only sits around for so long. This shows like somebody had multiple opportunities, but somebody here wasn't reliable. So now we have an opportunity coming in, and they're open to it. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's a sense of needing to hurry up, manifesting multiple opportunities. Some of you, if you have been getting out there, and one of these, I do see a Gemini here. So if you're the feminine energy in this could be a Gemini, somebody who rushed in and out or just was unable to. I feel, it feels like it's just somebody choosing their battles, like literally thinking it through first. But if somebody came in very quickly, they may have backed out because they felt the other person wasn't interested or interested enough. So it looks like it's someone who didn't put a lot of effort. I mean, they don't know what they're interested in, whether it's something romantic or friends. So they didn't put a lot of effort in. Well, now they know maybe different. Yeah. Tell me about this. I mean, this is about manifesting new. Someone open, they have everything they need. There's desire. See, there was desire to do this. But I don't think this is over yet. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So we have some harmony and balance. See, it's about being fair, but it's about justice. It's about somebody showing their invested, their interest. Yeah, it's all about harmony and fairness. Yeah, so it has to, and that's also someone who maybe wasn't sure someone was single. This is often someone who gives people the impression, I mean, it could be someone who was between two worlds for some of you, somebody who was still in a committed relationship but maybe technically single. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Emperor in that energy. But it's all about finding out this truth. Someone's lifestyle, the way they conduct themselves. This is marriage material, but it could be someone who comes across, somebody not being very approachable. That's what I feel. Someone who's not approachable because they come across, or like I say, being careful, cautious about approaching someone because they could be, see, it's about truth of someone actually being single, someone who come across as married. They're in a commitment. That's often the Queen of Pentacles. People get that impression with someone like this. Somebody who works a lot, they kind of focus on things, or when they are out and about in public, they often don't really pay attention a whole lot to what's going around them. I mean, often you get people, especially people who work a lot, or often even when they're out. See, somebody who works when they're traveling. That's what it's sort of interesting because that somebody here maybe, you know, sitting on a laptop, cell phone, working, see, acting. But it's just an impression someone got. It looks like someone's impression. Very interesting energy, but I feel like this person's learning something and they've learned something. Now, maybe they were judgmental and judged a book by its cover. This is someone really attractive. See, a judgment. Somebody was judging someone and maybe they weren't fair. So it's all coming out in the wash because this person's going, aha, win or lose. What have I got to lose, right? They don't have you now, so if they reach out and you reject them, you know, it'll be what it'll be. But they are determined to have a victory, and they're the person going to make it happen too. Yeah, but I feel like it's like there's this time in between, and that's what I kind of feel. And I put these cards up here, which tells me this is someone I feel has since then manifested other opportunities. Don't ignore the Empress. Lesson learned. You ignore somebody that's in that energy and they just let people know they're open, available. And in comes the opportunities. Tell me more about the Magician energy. Some of you could be dealing, I see Libra, Gemini, Taurus. Yeah, Virgo, Capricorn, little Virgo energy. Someone may have that in their chart or just have that energy. See, that's somebody who's a bit of an introvert. And that's what I'm wondering, if there's a little introverted energy where someone's kind of like that. But only when they're focused on things. Crazy. Yeah, this is an interesting read, but I feel this is going to turn out well. Let's just have a look at the Magician energy. Yeah, this is someone taking a break, a much needed rest. See, it's flowing down here, but it's about manifesting new after a time out. But I do think someone here is thinking vacation, and I think this person's coming up with an idea like, hey, maybe we should get together and do something, right? Take a trip, go somewhere. Because this is someone who can work on vacation or travel, or they already maybe even travel for work. But yeah, it's all about this person too. I do think someone here judged a book by its cover, like how they seen somebody, how they perceive them to be, and they could be very attractive. I mean, the Ace of Wands is here, the truth. This is somebody who was definitely interested. But it's all the things being learned. And they are someone kind of discerning. They are a person who kind of often skeptical. You know, they don't always know what to believe. There's someone who likes to look at things a few ways. They like to look at facts. But interesting. I wish you the best here. I don't know where this is going, but I do think there's interest. I do think this is someone who knows that someone's single. Because there's the aha, but yet they miss the opportunity. Or they kind of feel win or lose. They might reject me and they may not be interested. But I think the truth is they are. This is often someone, King of Swords, who has experience, where they've experienced this before. Someone who acts like they're not interested, right? And the Empress will do that. They'll act like they're not interested. If you want me, you've got to come and get me, because I'm not chasing. I got other things to do. I don't have time to waste, right? I have other things to do. So it's an energy of someone having to show they're interested before the other person will show they are, because this is someone who's dealt with people who aren't reliable. Yeah, there it is. It's about coming in right, building that foundation. It's about following through. Schedules, routines, setting a time, and maybe even a place. So, but this is someone really thinking, though. Like, I feel they're analyzing this Emperor energy. They're analyzing this a lot. Like every little detail here. Yeah. But they know the truth. They're coming in. So I feel with the Queen of Pentacles being there, if you are that Queen of Pentacles, it's really just a message for the receiver of this to prepare. Anything that you need to get done, get it done, because things are about to get busy. Take care. Bye for now.